Our animal rights again.
So we, the affirmative side, will be discussing why live animals should be should be replaced with natural wildlife reserves. The controversial issues of zoos needed to be addressed due to the educational drawbacks and health hazards by affecting both the visitors and the captive animals. My first point is that zoos harm animals mentally and physically. Second, zoos lack an effective educational content. And three, zoos do not have the proper safety measures. Getting to my first point where zoos harm animals mentally and physically, according to Animal Rights from Panam and Roger, said that most zoos are small, insignificant collections in towns are situated by roadsides or in people's private backyards. A zoo is simply a collection of animals. Most zoos are geared to make money by attracting paid visitors. They give no or trivial thought to any animal rights or welfare. So to think about, there's countless accredited zoos, but even with all the accredited zoos we have in this nation, it isn't even enough. We aren't even considering the fact that there's a lot more that are small-time zoos don't have the budget, and also, as according to its definition, zoos could just be, having any captive animal. So I could easily just, go out, grab a tiger, have it in my backyard and say, oh, look, this is my zoo. If you want to go check on my animal, then, I'll, pay for admission. And also the issue of zoochosis with the animals, where an explanation by Panam and Roger again, you can see self-mutilation such as tail chewing or excessive plucking out fur or feathers. C elicits indifferences, and C abnormal repetitive behaviors like pacing up and down or rocking back and forth for ages. Some animals go crazy in zoos. It says, do these animals really live the life that even the zookeepers want to see them as? Because they're trying to, trying to conserve them, keep them alive, but at what stakes are we trying to risk these animals if they're, facing these abnormal behaviors where it doesn't even represent, their natural, behaviors in the wild? And therefore, if the lack of effective educational content, these, insane animals are tired from boredom and have a very deranged mental state. These kids that come to visit the zoo, which is, the future for, conservation movements and everything, they're not even seeing the actual way animals should be acting. Again, back from Animal Rights, a naturally housed or insane animals can be representative of their species. The zoo-going public learn only what cowed, mad, or withdrawn animals are like, and it is normal and acceptable that humans should control animals. This is the problem. They grab these, this bad misjudgments of these animals, but they also don't even learn even in the zoos, because they always try to get the kids. They're so distracted, viewing, oh, look how beautiful this animal is, and look, oh, the animal's, it's swinging poo or something. They don't really see the little plaques that have the information for each animal, because they're so distracted in, the entertainment, which is pretty much the purpose of zoos. That's what keeps them running, for the entertainment purposes. According to Tim Zimmerman, in the article, The Case for Closing Zoos, Jensen, which was a professor doing a study on these animals and the visits, Jensen set out to address these flaws by surveying almost 3,000 children before and after visits to the London Zoo. The results published in August 2014 edition of Conservation Biology were encouraging. On unguided visits, only 34% of students showed positive learning, meaning they gained new information, and 16% actually demonstrated negative learning, picking up false information. And to my third point, where the zoos don't even have the proper safety measures, some zoos don't even have planned an escape for even the visitors or even the animals. Like if there was a disaster that come about, a lot of animals would die and possibly even visitors. Like according to Vice article by James Nolan, he stated that last week a flood in the Georgian capital Tbilisi killed 19 people with 6 still missing. Rain caused the Vir River to burst its bank, flooding the city and the zoos, killing animals and allowing others to escape. Initially, all the zoo's 7 tigers and 8 lions were thought dead, but last Wednesday a man was killed by an escaped tiger, prompting Prime Minister Irakli Garibashvili to criticize zoo officials for providing false information. And due to this certain escape, they couldn't even bring the animals back, because now at this point they didn't plan the flood, any sort of environmental disaster effectively, where at this point they can't even save the animals that have no choice but to actually shoot them down. According to The Guardian, in the same issue about the flood, some policemen were seen taking selfies alongside the bodies of tigers, lions, and other large animals that had been shot, posing like big game hunters to zoo staff, and Georgia's capital city told The Guardian. All zoos just want to do right now currently is just want to continue making profits on the live entertainment they promote. And they claim that they keep running these zoos to conserve these animals. But without, to conserve these animals, they have to make entertainment, obviously, and they're putting more of the entertainment value in the zoos and actually considering the fact that, you know, these animals might need, you know, health care. Then they need to be watched over, they need to be cured from their mental instabilities. So, one of the solution we plan to do is just close the zoos and promote the construction of natural wildlife reserves where animals can roam freely without the pressure of being used as a mere entertainment behind a wall of glass. So by May 26, 2026, zoos will officially close worldwide after a 10-year closure period where, you know, they could make the proper accommodations and see where these animals could probably, you know, sent to the proper natural wildlife reserves. And with the aid of the organization of zoos like the WAZA, wildlife reserve organizations will be formed along with the new reserves around the world. If the old zoo organizations claim to help animals and only survive, if they claim to help animals, and some of them claim they only survive off charity and not from profits, they shall have no problem continuing the sexual operations of the new wildlife reserves. Thank you.